con nghe, ok, con cũng có nghe cái loa của sư thiền sư, nhưng mà con cũng nghe cái voice của sư
who is a translator?
rõ.
Why can I hear what you are?
Sarah, you
what
have to be in English.
Con nghe, ok, con cũng có nghe cái loa.
Sorry, you have to click on the globe down there and you have to press English.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
We can
yes,
hear you.
Sarah. So
Okay,
should we
let's start our Dhamma discussion by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Sorry, today we move to the lower part of our monastery. That is why internet connection is a little bit poor. Now they are also listeners to the Dhamma here. Then, today the new series of the Dhamma talk. The topic of the Dhamma talk name is the Buddha and his great disciples. Then today, the Buddha, we will start, okay? We will start, then taking 5 recess, maybe next talk. Then the Buddha, who is our Buddha? Okay, our Buddha is a Gautama Buddha. There were many Buddhas in the past. Uncountable Buddhas. Is it? Incalculable Buddhas appear in the world. Up to our Gautama Buddha times. Then in the future also, the Buddha will appear in the world. So why they are called Buddha? Bhojita Sajaniti Buddha. They know the Four Noble Truths. They penetrated the Four Noble Truths. That is why they are called the Buddha. Bodhita Bhajayati Buddha. They also have other people to penetrate or know the Four Noble Truths. That is why they are called the Buddha. Sabbenyutaya Buddha. They know evidence. That is why they are called Buddha. Who showed this one? I did no need to show the category of Buddha. Who control?
Sadhu, I was showing, so no showing yet. Okay.
If you want to show, only just show the Buddha's picture here. Sabba Dasa Vidhaya Buddha. The Buddha can see evidence. That is why they are called the Buddha. Anenya Niyataya Buddha. They penetrate the Four Noble Truths. They attain the enlightenment without others' help. They themselves become enlightenment. That is why they are called Buddha. Then Khinasawa Sankhatina Buddha, they also destroy all asawa. That is why they are called Buddha. Nirupakilesa Sankhatina Buddha, they have no kilesa defilement since they became enlightenment. That is why they are called Buddha. Pabeja Sankhatina Buddha, they are also ordained person, not the lay person or unordained person. They are ordained person. That is why they are called Buddha. Adutiyathina Buddha, when the Buddha appear in the world, there's no the other person like the Buddha. They are only one person. There's no second person like the Buddha. That is why they are called Buddha. Tanapahana Dena Buddha, the Buddha remove the cravings completely. That is why they are also called the Buddha. Ekayana Megangadodi Buddha, they went to they go the only ways to Nibbana. That is when they are also called Buddha. Ego Anodra Samasan Bodhi Bisan Buddha Buddha. They also enlightened. They have enlightened the omniscience. Is it? Omniscience. That is why they Sabbenyuta. That is why Sammasambodhi, they are because of this reason they are also called the Buddha. Then, you know, the Buddha obtained the four mega jnana. Four mega jnana, they are called body. Then they also the Buddha have these four mega jnanas that they have already penetrated, that they have already attained. That is why they are called Buddha. Is it? So if they become Buddha, the Buddha, then what will happen? They have many incomparable, uncountable qualities. Among these uncountable qualities, the 9 qualities of the Buddhas are very obvious, very clear. Everybody knows. What are they? Itipiso Bhagawa Arahan Sammasambuddho Vijacharana Sampanno Sugato Loka Vidu Anodaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Sattha Deva Manosana Buddho Bhagawa. The blessed one is an arahant, perfectly enlightened, accomplished and through knowledge and conduct. Fortunate, knower of the world, and surpassed, leader of the persons to be tamed, teacher of Deva and humans, the enlightened one, the blessed one. They are the 9 qualities of the Buddha. Everybody know. If they have these 9 qualities, they are also called the Buddha. When they became Buddha, then they also have these 9 qualities and the other uncountable qualities. That is why they are called Buddha. So when everybody can fulfill to be the Buddha if they wish, you know. So the Buddhas and great disciples, then here in this case, there are 3 kinds of Buddha. We can say Sammasambuddha, omniscient Buddha, Sabbenyuta Buddha. They know evidence, they become enlightenment without teacher. They also know everything when they become enlightenment. Or this such kinds of Buddha is called Sammasan Buddha. The number 2, Pajjeka Buddha. Pajjeka Buddha, they penetrate the Four Noble Truths. They become enlightenment, but without teacher. But they have no abilities to preach the Dhammas to others to penetrate the Four Noble Truths. Or such kinds of Buddha is called Pajjeka Buddha, individual Buddha or private Buddha. Then another one is a Savaka Buddha. Savaka Buddha, the Buddha's disciples. They can also penetrate the Four Noble Truths by learning from the Sammasan Buddha. Then they practice the 3 training or Noble Eightfold Path. Finally, they become enlightenment, or they also can attain Arahata path knowledge. Then they become Arahanta. Then they penetrate the Four Noble Truths, they attain Nibbana. Then they are called Savaka Buddha, especially referred to Arahanta. Is it? They also call Anu Buddha. Sutta Buddha, even maybe they understand the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha's Dhamma, the Buddha's teaching. They have knowledge and the Buddha's teaching. They can also understand Nama, Rupa as they really are. They have Vipassana knowledge. Or they are called Sutta Buddha. Is it? Then they are also included in Savaka Buddha. So, everybody, Sammasan Buddha also realize Nibbana. They penetrate the Four Noble Truths without teacher. After that, they can also have uncountable beings to escape from suffering, to realize Nibbana, to penetrate the Four Noble Truths. This is a Sammasan Buddha. Pajjeka Buddha also can penetrate the Four Noble Truths, can realize Nibbana without teacher. But they cannot teach the other people to realize Nibbana, to penetrate the Four Noble Truths. Savaka Buddha is like Arahanta or the noble persons. They can penetrate the Four Noble Truths, they can realize Nibbana by associating with the Buddha and Buddha's disciple who can show the ways to Nibbana. Then finally they also follow the way. Then they try to practice. Finally they penetrate the Four Noble Truths and they attain Nibbana. Or such kinds of Buddha is called Savaka Buddha. Then everybody, without realization of Nibbana, nobody can escape from suffering. Without penetrating or the Four Noble Truths, nobody can escape from suffering. That is why, if you really wish to escape from suffering, dukkha, then you should try to penetrate the Four Noble Truths. You should try to realize Nibbana as a Buddha or as a Pajjeka Buddha or as a Savaka Buddha. You can choose one, whatever you prefer. Is it? Then here, the Buddha, the life story of our Gautama Buddha. Briefly. Then after that, then next time we will continue to talk about like a Pajjeka Buddha, the great disciple of the Buddha, briefly, etc. Is it? That is why today we have to explain the Buddha briefly. Our Buddha. Our Buddha is a Gautama Buddha. Gautama means their family name, their lineage name. But his name was a Siddhartha. Is it? Then when he became a Buddha, depending on their family name, lineage name, then they are well known as a Gautama Buddha. How he became Gautama Buddha? You know, briefly, during the Dipangara Buddha times, 4 centuries and 100,000 years ago, 4 centuries, 4 incalculable world cycles and 100,000 years ago, Dipangara Buddha appeared. During this time, our Gautama Buddha to be was Sumedha hermit. During this time, then he received definite prophecies. Niyata Vyaditas. Then you will become a Buddha in the future, after 4 centuries and 100,000 world cycles later. Is it? Then since this time, Bodhisattva, Buddha to be, Gautama Buddha to be fulfill the 10 paramis to become a Buddha. Okay. Then about Bodhisattva we will explain later. Huh? Then finally what will happen? After fulfilling the 10 paramis for 4 centuries and 100,000 world cycles, the Buddha, Bodhisattva is ready to become enlightenment, to be a Buddha in this world cycles. Then what was his last birth, last life? Deva and Tusita Deva ranks. Seta Kesu, Seta Kesu Deva, Seta Ketu Deva. Then he also enjoyed with the Deva Sansha pleasure and Tusita Deva ranks. During this time, what happened? You know, Kolahala, Buddha Kolahala. There are 3 kinds of Kolahala. You know, when the world cycles, the world system will be destroyed in the future. At that time, before destruction of the world system, you know, about 100,000 world cycles ago, already Kolahala or rumor already happened in the world, or the world system will be destroyed after 100,000 years later. Say 100,000 years later. Or this is called Kappa Kolahala. If the Buddha will appear in the future, then before appearance of the Buddha, you know, about 1,000 ago, 1,000 years ago, then they also have the rumor, Kolahala in the world system, Deva, Brahma, and human worlds. Then Buddha will appear in the world. Buddha will appear in the world 1,000 years later. Is it? Check 100 years, 100,000. What does it? Okay, 1,000 years later. Then at that time, you know, some Deva, Brahma are searching for the Bodhisattva. Which Bodhisattva will be a Buddha in human world? Is it? This is a Buddha Kolahala. Chakravati Kolahala. When Chakravati Raja, universal monarchs will appear in the world, then 100 years before, they also have rumor, Chakravati Raja will appear in the world, etc. Then here Buddha Kolahala, 1,000 years ago, Buddha Kolahala regarding the Buddha appear in the world. That times, Deva, Brahma are searching, Deva, Brahma, human beings are waiting for the Buddhas to appear in the world, especially Deva and Brahma. Then when they have the rumor, you know, the rumor means Brahma already announced the Buddha will appear in the world after 1,000 years. 1,000 years. That time they also searching for the Bodhisattva. Then they found Bodhisattva was in Tusita Devarams. Then many Deva and Brahma approached the Bodhisattvas to go to human worlds to be a Buddha. That time, Seta Kesu, our Seta Ketu Deva, our Gautama Buddha to be in the Tusita Devarams. Is it? Then they approached Seta Ketu Deva and requested hence to be a Buddha in human world. When the Buddha appear only in human world? Okay. Okay, wait. No? Then because of their request, then the Buddha also consider. Actually, the Buddha didn't promise them to be a Buddha in the human world. But he himself considers whether it is the time to become a Buddha in human world or no.
I think the internet had some
There were
problem.
times to be a Buddha in human world or not. Number one, Kala. Why? If human being lifespan are more than 100,000 lifespan or lower than 100 years of human lifespan, then what will happen? The Buddha will not appear in the world. Why? If their lifespan is a very long, like more than 100,000 years of human being lifespan, a century, incalculable human being lifespan. At that time, although the Buddha appear in the world and give the Dhamma thoughts to them, then they are not interested. Why? Their lifespan is very long. They enjoy with their social pleasure in this way only. They are not interested in the Buddha's Dhamma. They don't know, you know, jati, jara, bhara, marana, etc. Old age, sickness, and death, etc. They don't know. Because of this reason, although the Buddha gives the Dhamma talk, they are not interested. It is impossible to penetrate the Four Noble Truth, to realize Nibbana. That is why the Buddha will not appear. If human being lifespan are longer than 100,000 years. If human being lifespan is shorter than 100 years, for example, 75 years, 50 years, up to 10 years of human being lifespan will decrease slowly. Then at that times, also the Buddha will not appear in the world. Why? Usually, if they have very short lifespan in human world, they have full of defilement. Because of this reason, although the Buddha gave very profound the Dhamma to penetrate the Four Noble Truth, to realize Nibbana, because of their strong defilement, it is not easy to penetrate. That is why they cannot penetrate the Four Noble Truth. They cannot realize Nibbana. Now you are practicing meditation. Only a few people are successful in meditation. Why? Because of this. Is it? Now they are complaining. They are, why Dhamma meditation practice is so difficult? Because of this. Because of full of defilement in the mind. And under the 100 years of human being lifespan. Okay? You became a human being under 100 years of human being lifespan, shorter human being lifespan. That is why it's very difficult to penetrate the Four Noble Truth. But you still have an opportunity to penetrate the Four Noble Truth. You still have the opportunities to realize Nibbana, since you are meeting the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha's dispensation. Is it? That is why the Buddha will not appear shorter than 100 years of human being lifespan. Then the Buddha see, but during this time, okay, 100 years of human being lifespan. Then okay, Siddhartha to Nasa see the time is a suitable time to appear as a Buddha in human world. One thing. Diba, when he appeared as a Buddha in human world, he also need to see which island, which Diba is a suitable Diba to be a Buddha. Uttara North Island or Poba Videha East Island, Upper Goyana, Upper Goyana, West Island, is it? Or Jambu Dipa, Jambu Island, Jambu Island. Then he decided Jambu Island is a suitable place. Every Buddha appear in this Jambu Island only. No Buddha appear in the other islands. Is it? Also, the Buddha appear here only in human worlds. Only in human world, not in Deva world, not in Brahma world. Why? Why? When the Buddha appear in Deva world or Brahma world, they also have their own power. They can fly in the sky, they can create many bodies, etc. Then, although the Buddha appeared there, then what will happen? They will not praise the Buddha. They will not respect the Buddha. We also have this power or something like this. They will compare with the Buddha. Is it? Then although the Buddha have very incalculable power, uncountable power. Is it? And also incomparable powers. But they will not respect the Buddha. They will not praise the Buddha. Then, okay, although he creates many, then he can show many marvelous, many psychic power, etc. Oh, he is a Brahma, he is a Deva, he can show, sure. Then they were in this way. Is it? But in human world, most of them don't have any psychic power. Is it? Nobody can create their body. Nobody can read others' mind. Too many, not so many can read the other person's mind. They cannot fly in the sky, etc. Is it? Without aeroplane. Then what will happen at that time if someone reads their mind with the psychic power, create their many body, also show many psychic power in the human world? Then the Buddha only can do this. The Buddha means, okay, after the Buddha appeared, the other his son or his great disciple and many disciples also can do this one. But most of them cannot do such kinds of wonderful things, great the psychic power or supernatural powers, etc. That is why they will respect the Buddha when the Buddha appear in the human world. That is why the Buddha appear in human world. Is it? The Buddha appear. If the Buddha appear in Deva world or Brahma world, then finish. It is no opportunity to realize Nibbana for human being also. Is it? They cannot go to Deva world or Brahma world. But when the Buddha appear in human world, then Deva or Brahma also descend down to human world and they can also listen to the Buddha's Dharma, then they can realize Nibbana. Because of this reason, the Buddha appear only in human world. And this Jambu Islands, not in the other islands also. Okay, Kala, Dipa, Desa also. Jambu Island is a very, very big, very large. Jambu Dipo Nama Maha Dasa Yosana Sahasa Primano, maybe 10,000 Yosana, 10,000 Yosana big. That is why the Buddha also need to choose the suitable place to be a Buddha. Suitable place means usually the Buddha appear only in the middle place, Majjhima Desa, around the India and also the like Nepal, etc. Is it? Then what will happen? the Buddha will take Kaladipa Desa, Desa as a Mejima Desa, okay, Mejima Desa, the Kapilavatthu country. Then Kula should be suitable family, suitable lineage. Which family, which clan is better to take bodhisattvas for bodhisattva? You know, the Buddha will not take his bodhisattvas at the Vasa Kula, the like farmers family or the merchants families. Also Sodha Kula, the poor families. The Buddha will take his last bodhisattva only in royal families or Brahmana family. But our Gautama Buddha to be, you know, took his bodhisattva in royal family, Sacha family, Kapilavatthu, and Nepal country now. Sacha clans. Is it? This is a Kula. Then Madhu Ayuprasida, when he take his bodhisattva, you know, after being was born, when he was born from mother's womb, within 7 days, his mother will pass away. That is why he also need to see his mother's lifespan. Then he see in such a family, royal country, you know, Sododana king's queen, Mahamaya. Then after taking bodhisattvas for 10 months, then he will be reborn. He was born as a baby. After 7 days of his birth, then Maya Devi will pass away. Okay, he also saw these 5 visions, 5 things. Then he took his bodhisattva and Mahamaya's wombs as a bodhisattva. Is it? Then after 10 months, then he was born as a baby. Then what will happen? His name was Siddhartha. When he was born, as soon as he was born, what will happen? There are many wonderful things happens in the world. Actually, when the Buddha was born at Lumbini, okay, after 10 months in mother's womb, then he was born as a baby at the Lumbini forest, Lumbini Sala forest. At that time, you know, Rahula's mother, Yasodhara also was born as a lady, as a baby. In the same way, Ananda also was born. Channa minister, Kaludai minister also was born. Kandaka horse also, okay, was born. Mahabodhi Roka, you know, the Bodhi tree also grow up the same day with the Bodhisattva. Then after that, what will happen? As you know, the Buddha stayed in the royal palace and Sododana's royal kingdoms. Royal kingdom, Kapilavatthu royal kingdom. His father is a Sododana king. His mother was a Mahamaya. Then he stayed in royal palace for 16 years. Then 16 years of his age, then he got married with a Yasodhara Devi. Yasodhara Devi. Then he enjoyed with the royal social pleasures for 13 years. After that, what will happen? What will happen to me? One day, this is the time to renounce his royal kingdoms. That is why the Deva also prepares to show the visions or 4 visions or 4 signs. Okay, 4 signs, nimitta, 4 nimitta. One day, when Bodhisattva Siddhartha was enjoying with the sensual pleasure at the royal palace, then he went to the royal gardens to enjoy or to see the scenery and the royal gardens. That time, you know, the Deva create one old person. Actually, during his lifetime, for already 20, maybe around 28 years, etc. Is it? During this time, he never see old people around the country. Why? Since beginning, since he was born, many Brahmana already predicted he will become Buddha if he ordained. If he does not ordain, he will become universal monarch in this world. Because of this reason, his father Suddharana arranged everything not to see any old man, etc. in his country. Then Bodhisattva Siddhartha didn't see any old man, sick man, etc. Is it? Oh, but during this time, the Deva show one sign of the old man. They create old man on the ways to the royal garden. Then when he saw the old man, is it? When his back is abandoned, ahead, he cannot walk properly. At that time, he asked his driver, who is he? He is called old man. Oh, is there such kind of person in the world? Yes. Then we will also become like this person? Yes. If you don't pass away early, then you will become like the old man. Then he feel the sense of urgency, Mahasamvega. Then without going to the royal palace for enjoyment, then he returned to his royal palace again. After 4 months, then he also went to the royal gardens to enjoy with the social pleasure again. Then that time, the Deva also showed one nimitta, sick man. With the sickness, he was lying down on the rope, etc. At that time, he also saw. Then what person it is? Then he is a sick person. He cannot go here and there. He cannot eat. He can do anything. He is lying down on the bed, etc. Then is there such kind of person in the world? Yes. Then we will also become like this? Yes. If you don't pass away early, then you will also experience the sickness like this person. Then he is not happy to go to the royal palace. Finally, he returned to the kingdom again. Then next time, after 4 months, he also go to the royal gardens to play, to enjoy with the sensual pleasure. At that time, they will show one sign as a dead person. Then the same way, we will also die like this person. Yes. Then he feels the sense of urgency. Okay, this is the time. Is it? We should try to find where there's no old age, no sickness, no death. Then he thought in this way. But next time, after 4 months, he went to the royal palace, royal gardens. At that time, they were show only just bhikkhu, ascetic recluse, is it? With the papecha bhikkhu appearance, with the furrow and with the calm faculty. At that time, what happened? Then Bodhisattva saw this woman, this bhikkhu recluse. Then he asked, what is called? What this person is? Then they answer, this is a bhikkhu. Okay, bhikkhu. Although there's no Buddha dispensation yet, but they will create like bhikkhu appearance. Then he also realized, oh, I should become a bhikkhu. I should become ordained person. Then at that time, he went to the royal palace to enjoy like with the sexual enjoyment, happily. After returning to this, okay, when he was enjoying this one, Rahula also was born. Then he got the new, then he feel that, you know, very attachment to his son. Then he also realized, if I stay as a prince, then my attachment will grow, will be growing more and more. Then I should renounce today. Then what happened? He decided to renounce the royal kingdoms, to go to the forest to find the noble truth or to find the enlightenment. When he returned to the royal palace with the intentions, at that time, you know, his cousin Kisa Godami recites Nebuddha Nuna Samata, Nebuddha Nuna Sobita, Nebuddha Nuna Samnari Yasaya Idiso Pati. Oh, this stanza. Actually, there with Kisa Godami is a Bodhisattva Siddhartha's cousins. When she saw Bodhisattva Siddhartha, he was very handsome and very graceful. That is why she recites this stanza happily, loudly. Then the Bodhisattva also have the recitation of the stanza. Nebuddha Nuna Samata. Oh, Nebuddha, peaceful. Is it? If there is such kinds of son in this mother will be very peaceful and happy. Or this one. Nebuddha Nuna Sobita. If there is such kinds of son, such kinds of prince in the father, this father will be very peaceful and happy with their son. Nebuddha Nuna Sanari. If there are such kinds of husband in this lady will be very happy and peaceful. Is it? Then he had the Nebuddha. Oh, okay. Then I should try to find the Nebuddha. Nebuddha means peacefulness, peace. Is it? Okay. Then he decided to renounce the war today. Then what will happen? What will happen be, then he also gave his jewel from his bodies to the Kisa Gorami, because she recited the Nebuddha to remind the Buddhas to renounce the kingdoms. Is it? Then at that time she was also very happy. Maybe this is a love gift. Is it? Love presence. Or she thought in this way. Actually, no. He prepares to renounce the wars, the kingdom. Then finally he renounced the kingdom. Then at that time, who followed? He used horse, Kandaka horse, to ride. And also Chanda Minister also follow him to go to the forest. Then at the night, he also renounced the whole world. Then what will happen? At the beginning, when he arrived at the forest briefly, what will happen? Then he approached Alara and Udaka Hamed, easy. Actually, they are also teaching up to Akinchana Jhana concentration state. Alara Hamed was teaching the up to Akinchana Jhana state. Then Bodhisattva also learned from him the foundation of Akinchana Jhana practice. Then he obtained up to Akinchana Jhana state within short times. Then after that, Alara Udaka Hamed. Then he also approached Udaka Hamed to practice Newa Nasayana Jhana. Then when he explained about the practice or the foundation of Newa Nasayana Jhana, the Bodhisattva already practiced and attained Newa Nasayana Jhana within short time easily. After attainment of them, he also understood they are not the ways to realize Nibbana yet, to escape from suffering. Is it? Then he continued to find the enlightenment himself. They are Lokiya teacher, no? Then what will happen? What will happen be, okay, the Buddha went to the Uruvela forest to practice. Then at that time, he also met the Panchavakiya. Okay, Panchavakiya, Kontenya, Wapa, Badiya, Mahanama, Azaji. Kontenya is the youngest Brahmana who predated him. He will become a Buddha surely. He will not become universal monarch, Chakravarti Rasa. That is why he ordained as a hermit and he was waiting for bodhisattvas to renounce. Then he was there together with the other four. Is it? Then they also took care of the Buddha, bodhisattva. They took care of bodhisattva when he was practicing the Dukkaracharya, austere practice or self-torture practice. In this self-torture practice, he practiced without eating. You know, even sometimes he eat only one rice, one small amount of milk. Then his body became very weak and thin. Finally, even he fell down many times. He couldn't practice. After 6 years of Dukkaracharya, self-torture practice, then he realized this is not the way to become enlightenment, to realize Nibbana. Is it? Because of this reason, then Bodhisattva decided to eat the food. Then he went to the village for food and he eat. Then he became energetic. At that time, you know, Panchavakiya thought wrongly. Then okay, he is searching for lava. He will not become a Buddha anymore. Then they left the Bodhisattva. Is it? They went to the Itipasana forest. Then Bodhisattva also practice meditation by taking care of his body's energy. Is it? Then finally what will happen? He also ate Sujatas make rice, offered by Sujata, makes rice offered by Sujata on the last day as a bodhisattva. Then he became very energetic. Then finally he reached the Bodhi tree in the Buddha Gaya. The Buddha, bodhisattva stayed under the Bodhi tree. Under the Bodhi tree. At that time, Mara also prevented him. Okay, Mara trying to fight him with his army. Actually, since he renounced, Mara prevented the Buddha not to go to the forest. You will become universal monarchs after 7 days, etc. But Bodhisattva didn't listen to him. But here, he will surely become enlightenment, become Buddha. That is why before becoming Buddha, then he tried to fight the Bodhisattva with his army. Then finally, Bodhisattva also won. Bodhisattva also conquered the Mara. Then on this day, the Buddha practiced meditation based on Anapana, the first jhana under the Bodhi tree. What will happen? Based on, okay, up to the 4 jhana state, no, Anapana up to 4 jhana state, then the first watch of the night, what will happen? Then he obtained Pubbē Nivāsanosti Jnana, the knowledge of remembrance of many former lives. Pubbē Nivāsanosti Jnana. Then what will happen? After that, he continued to practice meditation. Then at the middle watch of the night, he obtained Debba Cheku, Debba eye, Debba Cheku Abhiññāna, Debba psychic powers. Then before the sunrise at the dawn time, maybe last watch of the night, after reflecting on Paticca Samuppada, in the reverse order, forward order and reverse order again and again, again and again. He practiced meditation based on Anapana fourth jhana, especially Anapana, the first jhana. He entered into Anapana, the first jhana, emerging from the first jhana. He contemplated this, the first jhana, Dhamma as anicca, dukkha, anatta. At that time, he became Sotapanna. He entered into the second jhana of Anapana, emerging from the second jhana. He contemplated the second jhana, Dhamma as anicca, dukkha, anatta. Then he became Sakadagami. He entered into the third jhana of Anapana, emerging from the third jhana. He contemplated the third jhana, Dhamma as anicca, dukkha, anatta. Then he became Anagami. Then he entered into the fourth jhana, Anapana. Emerging from the fourth jhana, he contemplated the fourth jhana Dhamma and all Sankhara Dhamma in the universe, Chakawala. Then he became Arahanta, Aratameka. As soon as he became Aratameka, then the Buddha, Bodhisattva destroyed all defilements. Then, as soon as he attained Aratameka, then he also became Sabbenyutta Buddha. He became enlightened one under the body tree. Is it? More than the 2,506, maybe 2,560 years ago. Maybe 2,000, around 600 years ago. Is it? 2,500, 2,600, around 2,600 years ago. Then he became Buddha. When he became Buddha, according to the Buddhas, then he penetrated the Four Noble Truths, he knows evidence, and then he is ready to others. He is ready others to know. He is ready to have others to know the Four Noble Truths, to realize Nibbana, etc. That is why became Gautama Buddha during since this time. Is it? This is the how the Gautama Buddha became a Buddha in the Himalayan world. Then after becoming the Buddha, what happened? Then after becoming Buddha, then now already about one. This is only just Dure Nidana and Avidure Nidana. Dure Nidana briefly, Avidure Nidana. Dure Nidana means remote sessions from Dipangara Buddha time, when he obtained the definite propensity from Dipangara Buddha up to Tusita Dewaran. This is called remote or far session of the Bodhisattva. Then beginning from Tusita Dewaran up to becoming the Buddha, this is called the neither far nor near sessions. Neither far nor near session. Avidure Nidana. Then Sandika Nidana is the Buddha's lifespan, the Buddha's life story, lifetime. When he became Buddha, what will happen? Only just briefly, when he became Buddha, he stayed under the Bodhi tree for 49 days with the plasma body attainment, most of the time. After that, he also reflect on the Dhamma that he had realized. This Dhamma that he had realized is very profound. Then he doesn't want to preach the Dhammas to others. Why? The people's mind are full of defilement. Although I give the Dhammas to them, they will not understand. Because of this reason, the Buddha didn't have any intentions to preach the Dhammas to the being. That time, Sahampati Brahma requested him to preach the Dhamma for the benefit of being, for the happiness of being. Is it? Then finally, he decided to preach the Dhamma at first, beginning from Alara and Udaka, but they already passed away. They are already in Arupa Brahmaran. It is impossible to listen to the Dhamma from the Buddha. Is it? Later I will explain accordingly, according to the questions. Then finally he found the Panchawakiya hermit. They are very helpful for him when he was practicing Dukkaracharya, self-torture practice. Then he went to the Iti Pasana Migawana at the Varanasi city. Then the Buddha preached Dhammacakka Vatthana Sutta, the first sermon to the Panchawakiya group together with 180 million Deva and Brahma. Is it? Then at the end of Dhammacakka Vatthana Sutta, Venerable Kontanya, the eldest in these 5 bhikkhus, became hermit, became Sotapanna, together with 180 million Deva and Brahma. Then, you know, the Buddha also became enlightenment. He realized Nibbana. He penetrated the Four Noble Truths. In the same way, he also preached the Dhammas to others to penetrate the Four Noble Truths. At the end of the first sermon, Dhammacakka Vatthana Sutta, then Venerable Kontanya and 180 million Deva and Brahmas become enlightenment. That means they also became, they also penetrate the Four Noble Truths. They also realize Nibbana. Okay, this is the Buddha's the Dhamma. In this way, the Buddha gave the Dhamma talk for 45 years. Finally, what happened? The Buddha also took his final Prinibbana at the Kusinara, or Kusinara, is it? At the age of 80 years. Then the Buddha stayed as a prince at the royal palace for 29 years. He practiced self-torture practice, Dukkaracharya, for 6 years. Finally, he also found out the noble truth, noble eightfold way. Then he became enlightenment. He became enlightenment. After becoming Buddha, then he also lived as a Buddha for 45 years. Finally, he did his final Prinibbana at Kusinara. Then about 2,567 years ago, is it? This is the Buddha, our Gautama Buddha's brief life story. By knowing the Buddha's life story, now we are also ordained person. We ordain under the Buddha's dispensation. We are also following according to the Buddha's instruction and the Buddha's dispensation. So the Buddha, he himself trying to penetrate the Four Noble Truths. Then after that, he preached the Dhammas to others to penetrate the Four Noble Truths, to realize Nibbana, to escape from suffering. That is why, according to the Buddha's instruction, then you should try to follow the Buddha's Noble Eightfold Path way. Then you may be able to realize Nibbana. You will be able to penetrate the Buddha's, penetrate the Four Noble Truths. At the time, you can become Sāvaka Buddha. Okay, this is the story of the Buddha. By knowing this, may be able to become Sāvaka Buddha, real Sāvaka Buddha, or the Sammasambuddha Buddha, Gautama Buddha, may be able to realize Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, Uttama Dasi. Okay, Dhammapaya, now finish.
Sayadaw, thank you so much for today's teaching. We have about a little bit under 20 minutes left for Q&A.
You can ask any question.
May we open the floor